who have no direct connection to these money bags, right? Something different, right? You can give them a shot. So meanwhile, I'm going to make a quick stop at Bright. Sorry, I like to call him Bright Till Bright anyway. Sure you get. So yeah, Officer Bright and his recent expose on the young people called the HK, also Kingdom, where young people have been recruited to work as internet fraudsters. And if they fail to attract any client that pays, yeah, they will be caned, like beaten, with all these marks on their, the bruises, right? I'll show you. Then we'll go back to politics after that again.
I am SP Edafe Bright, and this is Delta State Police Command. We are here once again. I'm just laughing because this is actually funny. I know some of our audience will be wondering, this is where PRO they show us Cane. What are we doing with Cane? When you see Cane, you see phones like this one, and you see laptops 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I believe we all know where we are going to. But the sad part of this whole story is, what are they doing with canes? Are we in the era of slave trade? I don't know what to call this. Early last week, or when did they report? On the 17th of this month, we got a complaint from this chap here that he's being locked up in a particular place where he will use his mouth to say what he went there to do. However, he said they usually flog him with some of this cane. And not just like they were flogging him, when you come close, you will see visible marks of cane. Don't look at me. Visible, just look at this. And this is another young chap. The same thing. They will tell us why and how they came about these marks on their body. It's so pathetic because one would wonder, why would they lock them up in a particular place? This is not the first time we are parading boys who were being held hostages and forced to do what they call HK. It's actually HK, and that is what they are doing. So many canes. They are here, they will tell us what they are doing with the canes. So, my guy, what's your name? Ocha? Okay, how old are you?
28.
28 years?
Yes, sir.
Oh yeah, briefly tell us why you ran to the police to report.
Because I was in the house for 2 months and a day. For they only feed us. We used to eat once in a day. Then after that once in a day, 93 days or 4 days, we no get access to our phone. So to come and say I won't go as I no go fit because some of boys wey don't go meet and say they won't go as we go beat them. I no go say allow them go. Okay. So before I jump,
so you meet and say you won't go as what you got?
No, I don't meet them because I don't see people wey don't go meet and I no allow them.
Okay, you want come out now make you very wrong.
Yes, sir. So
how you take manage come out for the house when you fit go tell police yes what they happen to you?
Now from window and job.
Oh, you jump from window?
Upstairs.
Okay, you said he jumped from the window. Now all these marks wey dey your body, how you take get am?
Now then they flog us because we never get mama wey dey pay us money. That's
because we never get who?
Mama wey dey pay us money, that is paying client.
Wetin be mama?
As a woman wey dey pay us money.
Okay, paying client.
Yes, sir.
So once you no fit pay.
Well, we never get that woman wey dey pay us money. Then go dey beat us.
And the beating go bring the client come?
No, sir.
All right. How old are you?
I'm 22 years.
Tell us why they give you this mark for body.
Because I never catch client.
Because you never catch client. How long you don stay with them?
1 month, sir.
Okay, you still want to stay with them or you want run?
No, sir. Since I come after 1 day, I tell him say I want to go back, but he no agree.
Where you from come?
Benue State.
Benue State.
Yes, sir.
All right. So we've heard from them. I will be interviewing the chairman, one of the chairmen. So he will tell us why we are here. Knows the reason why we're here. My brother, do you know these guys?
Yes, sir.
Who are they to you?
They're working with me.
What kind of work?
HK.
HK, what is HK?
They work internet.
Work internet. What is explain? I don't understand.
HK is where we work internet work like Yahoo.
Yeah, like Yahoo. And be specific now. Make our audience understand. So what about these marks on their body?
That is because they are using my laptop to watch porn. And
Okay, that's why you dey flog them.
yes, my subject too.
Okay, but they actually came to your house to learn HK. So because they dey use your laptop, they watch porn, I make you dey flog them like this.
It's only once. I only flog them once.
Now only once na be this mark wey full body like this.
Yes, only once.
Okay, you get this mark for your body too. Huh? The time when you dey learn your own HK, na so they flog you.
They flog me too, sir.
Okay, so now the process with that. Okay, he's just telling us this one now. Well, my concern is this. This chap is 22 years old. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 other victims. I will call them victims. How old are you? One is 19. You? 23, 22, 19, 25. How long have you been with them? What are they learn for your hand? Well, your own voice is not getting to the mic. However, this is not the way of life. It's short-lived and it's a crime in Nigeria. I want us to know that the business of internet fraud is a crime in Nigeria, and that is why whoever we get will be duly prosecuted and charged to court. This is just an additional offense. Can you imagine what a human being will do to a fellow human being? Marks and bruises all over their body. This happened in Jakpa Road in Warri. This is Delta State Police Command. Thank you.
Tear gas him. They tear gas him. He fell. He fainted. He passed out. He passed out. 70 years old man. But when their people came, tear gas.
So they are called Ozu Kingdom, okay? HK, pretty much like housing some young people, and then I put them on the laptop to start looking for clients. So their purpose of staying in the house or living in the house for free is to get as many people to give them money fraudulently, of course, obtaining by pretense, by false pretense. So that's what they do. So in Nigeria, it is called Osu Kingdom. If you want to go on Osu, so you can join and go to jail as well. So it's part of the rot that Nigeria is dealing with, among others. Okay. So in all of this, right? Yesterday, the Arewa Consultative Forum leader, Dahiru or something, right, said the easy way out of all this trouble, the insecurity and all of that, is for the federal government of Nigeria to give amnesty to the terrorists by ensuring that they treat them the same way they have treated the Niger Delta militants. Build schools for them, send them to school, give them money, and this terrorism would stop. However, another person has shown up. Yeah, another Baba Ahmed. You know Dati. Yeah, there's another one, Baba Ahmed. His own senior brother, Akim. He was with the show earlier this evening, where he said he actually wishes that if Tinubu doesn't run in 2027, so that he should look for somebody young, a younger person in his party. Oh dear. Look for a younger person in his party and sponsor the person in 2027 that Tinubu is quite weak and he seemed to have been overwhelmed because of his age and a few other things he said. Doesn't really matter. It's political comment.
I wish President Tinubu will not run again in 2027.
Why?
I think that first, he said his ambition was to be president. He had been president. So he has satisfied that ambition. He said, Emilio come. I think that's
my turn.
Yes, it's his turn. And he has had his turn. He's been president for 4 years. If, inshallah, he gets to 2027. But I don't think he's run this country well. The Tinubu we used to know, the Tinubu who had all this hunger, who had all this fantastic intelligence for scheming, just hasn't shown hasn't shown that Tinubu. There isn't that fire. There isn't that that sense of I must fix this. He's run an economy, not a country. He's running figures. Every day you hear we are saving more money, we are doing this. And today I saw a statement, one of the strongest statements released from Vice President Atiku Abubakar's office, making some really profound allegations against the manner in which funds meant for security of pipelines are missing. You should read that. It really is mind-boggling, and I hope the president's people would see that, sit down, read it, and respond to that, because Nigerians will read that.
If you say that the president should not run in 2027, who should he yield the floor to?
He should find someone within his party, a younger person, a healthier person. Within his party, a younger person, a healthier person, a more focused person, and make him his candidate. He can. If he can run this government, get all these people out of the PDP to come and join him, he's amassed every power that he needs, but he's not running the country.
Politically speaking, is that plausible? Would you do the same if you were in his shoes?
Yes. If I don't have the physical capacity, the mental capacity, or
does
the
it look like he doesn't?
Well, look, the last 2 months, or at least let's go back to since this Trump thing, I didn't see a president who should respond to an emergency or a challenge in this manner, with this manner and the spirit that he should. I didn't see it. And it's not just on this issue. The truth is that Nigeria has deteriorated so badly that we cannot continue to run things as if they're normal.
Give me a moment, sir. We need to take another break, and when we return, I'll get...
I think na statistic we go chop. A lie with arithmetic that no Indian can solve it. We are a poor nation. The ban coal will follow. They say firewood not food. They say we need to plant more trees. And they are not giving us money. We need to open our eyes, try shining, and tell the West. If you don't guarantee our finances and work with us to stop this, we are not going to comply with your climate change. Do it.
To recruit from the youths who are unemployed, 33% unemployed. Recruit 50 million youths into the army and take away from their recruitment source. What they will eat? Cassava, agbado, corn in the morning, yam in the afternoon. It's growing here. You create demand and consumption. For over 5 million army of boot camps, we create our food. That's money for the farmers. That's consumption for the soldiers and skill development. Don't call them illiterate. Don't talk about illiteracy. Anybody who can own gun, who can handle gun, who can cock gun and clean the chamber and cock and shoot is technically competent to repair a tractor.
That transmission line.
Of our grading leaders. Oh, turn down. destination. We'll join them in one aeroplane so that it will crash land in the course of their journey. Furthermore, our security agents are
like that. Anyway, Kolu is not going to leave power. Not in a million dreams. It's not going to happen. In fact, for his praise singers and those who believes that it is their turn to milk this Nigeria, if they have their way, Kolu will probably want to be your Paul Biya, even though it's not going to happen, but that way, anyway. So what happened in Lagos is what is about to be established in Nigeria. Those who have been coming and going and all that in the past, they came and they took what they wanted to take and they left. But Tinubu is not leaving. There's a chance that even when he is dead, he will still be having control over you in that contraption. And this is not an exaggeration. Just take a look at the legislations they are making. If you're not paying attention, that's all right. One day you're going to wake up and say, how did that happen? How is that even possible? How did they let that happen? You have no idea. Somebody said he will leave. No, he will leave physically. He will leave physically, but he's never going to leave. Let me give you examples. When Tinubu became governor of Lagos State, that famous Bodilon house that you see at that Bodilon house of Tinubu, that famous one, used to be the guest house of Lagos State government. You get that now, guest house. So what did Tinubu do? Tinubu used Lagos State government, right? Awarded the contract to renovate the building and everything to his own taste. And when he was leaving, he included it in his own severance package. I don't know if some of you probably realize is that Bodilon didn't become official house of Tinubu until after 2007. Did you know that? Well, now you do. So it was Fashola who then signed the pension law of Tinubu that gave him Bodilon, as well as another house in Abuja, and the cars that must be given to him, two cars in Abuja, in Lagos, cook, driver, this, that, all paid for the rest of his life. So Lagos State are still paying that, right? And they will continue to. So in Lagos, the real thing there is that the tax, the revenue. So he ensured that he buried himself inside the till, right? That he's got to take his own cut without him being there physically. He's got to have his own cut. And there you have like supposedly professional accountants, auditors, and this and that, pull all of them together and they call them remitter. Is that called remitter? No. Hey, how did that disappear in my head? So popular. I'm going to remember. Don't worry. Anyway, so he embedded it inside that until maybe another government comes and amend the law and remove alpha beta. I remember now, alpha beta, remove them from it. In this is new tax law that will kick off from January 2026. We raised the alarm that time that you have the FIRS, Federal Inland Revenue Service. This is the agency of government that is responsible, is a part of the Ministry of Finance. So their job is to put a mechanism in place to collect taxes, generate taxes, and remit the money to the federation account. So in that ministry, this is how Nigeria is always funny to me. And it's all intentional, the bureaucracy. You have the ministry where they hired, supposedly, the best hands when it comes to taxation, tax policies, and the rest of that, implementation and all that. That's their job. They all have their offices, senior director, director this, director that, and all that, with people working for them. But guess what? They almost do nothing. Because you know what they do? They will then bring in consultants. The consultant will then build solutions in their own name, and they will sign a partnership with the people employed to do the job, but they are not doing it. So other people will then bring in this, and they will now bring them in cut them off from your money, from your taxes, right? They will say, okay, this is Maiyegun remitter, Maiyegun remitting something, or Maret. So Maret meal, I will then do the job of the ministry for them by developing maybe some solution and order to get this money